is only 82. It's just that it's humid. All right. So I get this like thing. Just popped up just now. See? And I was already saying it. Oh no, it's just, that's what happens. Like, morning, how are you? Morning to you. Yeah. All right. So are we ready? It's just about 9 o'clock. Can you hear me in the back? Yeah? Okay, good. You got music and voice? All right. Congratulations. So happy for you. All right, let's get on our feet. Lots of people still filling in. And it is a bit humid today. I hope you have water with you. If you don't, please make sure that you hydrate when you're done. So fluids out, fluids in. It's a great way to clean, right, and detox the body. But if you're losing fluids and just standing here, we're losing fluids, right? I mean, we haven't even started moving yet, and we're already like, whew, it's a little warm out, right? So just be aware. I want us to have a really happy Saturday, not like a nap all day, right? So step up to the top of the mat. Bring your feet together. Start to feel your weight distribute evenly in the footprints. So you're not leaning heavy in the toes, but you're not so heavy in the heels, but you have weight everywhere in the feet. And then push the feet down and out just a little so the legs come alive. And then inhale, reach your arms up high to the sky. Good. Hook your thumbs together. Let's take a little stretch to the right. Just a little one. Good. Inhale, come back up. Hook, switch the hooking of your thumbs and then go over to the left. Just a little breath on that side. And then come on up. Good. Let the arms come down. Inhale, arms reach again. Just syncing the breath and the movement. Exhale, forward fold. Fold all the way over. Nice. Lift halfway on the inhale. And then fold all the way back down on the exhale. And then we inhale with a flat back. So lift your head up, lift your chest up, and come all the way up. Touch the palms and then pull it into the heart. Everyone's doing great. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale and fold. Lift halfway on the inhale. Let's go to plank pose on this one. Step it back. Hold for just a moment so you get the sense of how you can organize your body here. The legs are super straight. The toes are working, all of them, even the pinky toes. Push your hands down and in so the chest activates. There's no big collapse between the shoulder blades and there's no hips hanging, sagging. Yep. And then when you're ready, lower yourself down on the belly. Yep, take it all the way down. And then inhale, cobra, little back bend. We'll turn it up from there later. Exhale, release the chest. Tuck your toes and go to downward facing dog. All right. So all of those movements are what we call the Surya Namaskar A. We flow with the breath, putting all of those things together, syncing them with no pauses. Let's take an inhale and push back just a little bit. And then exhale as you look forward. Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Good. As soon as you get there, just lift halfway, take a breath. And then exhale, fold your head down. On the inhale, use a flat back and come all the way up. Lift the head and chest, reach the arms, and then pull it to the heart. Good, you're doing so good. Inhale, arms reach. Here we go. Exhale, forward fold, just moving and breathing. Lift halfway on the in-breath. Go to plank and lower on the same out-breath. Inhale for cobra. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Yeah, I see you. You're moving and flowing and breathing. That whole thing can be modified. You can turn it up with some extra push-ups. You can turn it down by dropping your knees when you lower. And everybody needs to work at their own level. This is an all levels public, like community class. So make sure you're honoring yourself, doing what you need to do. Let's lift the hips a little higher. Push back, inhale, get the hamstrings to lengthen just a little. And then look at your hands. Let's start to walk our feet right up to the top of the mat. Good. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold on the exhale. And then rise with the same flat back all the way up to standing. Let's pull the hands right into heart center. You already feeling the humidity? Are we okay? Okay. Both. Inhale. Arms reach. Exhale. Forward fold. Lift and lengthen on your inhale. Go to plank and hold it, please. We're going to start to warm the shoulders a little bit. Go to Vashisthasana. So turn onto your right side. You'll roll onto your right hand and the outer edge of your right foot, maybe the inner edge of your left foot, and take the left arm up to the sky. Right there. Start to lift your hips a little higher. Stretch the bicep over the ear. Feel into the side body again. Nice long stretch. Use your feet. Push down to rise up. And then arm comes up. And return to plank. Good. Lower down nice and slow. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Alrighty. When you're ready, look at your hands. We'll keep moving. Just walk your feet up to the top of the mat. Keep your breath steady. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you fold. And then with bent knees, come up for chair pose. Utkatasana. Push through the feet now. Come up, reach for the sky. And then take your hands and pull them right into your heart. Nicely done. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. We're just going to keep adding in. Lift halfway on that in-breath. Go to plank pose and hold. We've got the side plank on the left. Roll to your left hand. Face the right. Lift that right high, right arm high. And then see if you can get some lift out of your center and take the bicep over the ear. Long in the side body. Yep, beautiful. So beautiful. Arm comes up, return to plank. And lower yourself down nice and slow. Inhale for cobra. And then exhale, right back to downward facing dog. Let's all take a deep, deep breath in. Push back a little bit and then open your mouth and let out a little sigh. Just like let some tension go. There you go. And then look at your hands. Let's walk it back up to the top. Walk right up to the top of the mat, feet together. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, unfold. Here comes chair pose again. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Let's reach the arms. Good. Stay right there. Chest high. Keep the gaze out and up. And then sweep the arms down by your sides and then behind your back. We're not going to clasp. We're just going to straighten the arms fiercely. Stretch through the fingers like you mean it. And then feel the fingers pulling back so much that the collarbones widen and the chest lifts a little bit. Good. Now, lift your heels. Take the pose up on your toes, and just for a moment, feel your balance. Notice what it takes. All of those little fast twitch feelings you're feeling, those are your muscles trying to stabilize you. So we're just going to hold that for a few breaths. There's nothing wrong with feeling a little unstable as long as you feel like to some degree you're holding yourself together. Yep, and then return to chair, heels down, arms up. Oh yeah, that feels good. You thought you hated chair until right now in this moment. And then push into your feet. Let's come up. And then pull the hands back to the heart. Good. Inhale, arms reach. Hook your thumbs, and then we're going to take that stretch to the right again. A little bigger than the first one. Press down and out through your feet. Let your hips move left and really lengthen. Let's turn and look up at the thumbs. Make it even longer. Yes. Good. And then come back to center. Switch your thumbs. Let's do the other side. Make it feel yummy. Like your body's just saying thank you. The sensations are speaking to you with the sweetest tone. Hips are out to the right. The side body is long. Yep. And then we come back to center and release the arms. Let's take a flow. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. lift and lengthen only halfway. Go to plank and lower on the exhale. Breathing out, breathing out, breathing out. Good. Take a deep breath in cobra, just through the back bend. And then exhale as you push yourself back to down dog. All right. 2 breaths here. See if you can just even out the respiratory rate, like just smoothly breathing in the nose and out the nose. And then we'll take 1 more breath and push back. And then look at your hands and please walk your feet right up to the top where we started. Good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips. 1 breath only, chair. Push through the feet, let's come up, stay high. Hook the hands, the thumbs together. And 1 more time, go to the right. Now this time I want you to press into your feet, but I want you to lift your right foot. Lift your right foot out to the side. Lean some weight into your left hip. Make that side body long. Yeah, you feel me. And then bring yourself back to center. Plant your foot. Let's go the other side. We go left and then the left leg rises. You got to balance, but you can make that right side body stretch a little bit more. See if you can pick it up off the ground. Balance. And then come back to center. Feet back to center. Let your arms go. Wow, the park is filling up. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's go to plank and lower, moving through that vinyasa. Finding your way through the breath, cobra, and then exhaling to down dog. All right, here comes our first lunge. We're going to step the right foot forward, put the left foot flat. We call it Virabhadrasana 1 or Warrior 1. And the hips and chest are facing forward. We have a nice long stance. Make sure that back heel is flat. You want to make sure you turn the back heel in and it feels grounded and steady. This is really nice. Now, we want to keep that left arm reaching. So you're pushing the left foot, you're reaching the left arm, and then drop the right arm down behind you. Start to take a little twist. So part of the struggle of the warrior pose is getting the left side body forward. Here we're really accentuating the left side. Push from the pinky toe of the left foot. Pull the left hip forward, turn the chest, and then really reach through the pinky finger on that left arm. And then turn and face forward, both arms reach. Exhale, take your flow. Hands down, step back, lower. Feels really good when we get the side bodies long. Yeah, we don't do enough of that side body movement in life. Move through your vinyasa, modifying any way you want to, and then come into your warrior on the left side, please. Left foot steps, right foot flat, and we come on up. And there's some work to get that grounded. There's some work to get the base of this stable. You got to think about your feet. Sometimes we get wrapped up in the drama of the upper body, but we really got to ground. Feet push down and out, legs draw in. Turn the body forward. Start to really ground the right foot. Reach the right arm even more, and then drop the left one behind you. See if you can keep accentuating that right side body long, and start to turn your chest out to the left. Feel the work from the pinky toe on the right, from the right hip, the right ribs, even the right shoulders coming around, and then we reach like we mean it. Straighten the arm. Reach fiercely. That's it. The tricep extends the arm and makes that side body even longer. Yep. And then inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, take your flow. Hands down, step back and lower. Inhaling through the back bend. And then exhale right back to downward facing dog. Okay. Let's take a breath and push back just a little. And then look at the hands. Go ahead and walk your feet right up to the top. Lift halfway. Inhale. Fold deeply. Exhale. Finish strong with a chair pose. Bend your knees. Sink those hips. The arms reach. And then push through your feet. Let's come all the way up. And then pull the hands to the heart. All right. So we're going to add on. We have that same Surya Namaskar, the same sun salutation that we've been doing that I call Vinyasa, right? But we're going to add the chair pose and the warrior one. So on your inhale, sit back, reach your arms, chair pose. On the exhale, forward fold. Good. Lift halfway on the in-breath. Go to plank and lower on the exhalation. So moving just like we have been, nothing crazy. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, down dog. And then right foot steps up, left foot flat. One breath. Show me the best warrior you've got. And then come right back down. Hands down, step back, lower. You're doing great. I know it's hot. Just breathe through your nose. Find your way back to down dog, and then give me your warrior on the left side. Left foot steps, arms sweep. Yep. And then take it down on the exhale. Try to keep the breath through your nose if you can. I promise you that we will cool it down in a second. I have tricks. I have magic. So make your way to down dog. Take a couple of breaths through the nose. Refine the breath work. That's it. Last one here. Push back a little bit. And then look forward. We're going to walk our feet right up to the top. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees, sink your hips. We just finished the Surya Namaskar B. You should be sweating. Come to standing and bring your hands to your heart. Who's sweating? Yeah? Okay, good. Press your hands together, stand in Tadasana for a moment. I'm going to ask you to do something really weird and really silly, but really purposeful, okay? You're going to stick your tongue out or make your lips like you're going to whistle, right? So you can either stick your tongue out and curl the ends. I know genetically only a certain percentage of the population can actually curl the ends of the tongue. So if you stick your tongue out and curl the ends, if you can't do it, you make a whistle with your lips, and then really slowly breathe in. Can you feel how cool that is? You are 98 plus degrees. The outer temperature right now is 82, right? So let the air around you cool you. Don't fool yourself into thinking that it's making you hot, right? You can feel it. Reversing whistle, right? It's called Shitali, and it's the cooling breath. So at any point throughout this whole summer, at any point through this practice, if you start to feel overheated, you stop for a minute and you breathe like that. Slowly, deliberately reversing through the lips or through the tongue. Yeah? You with me? All right, let's move. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's go to plank and lower, doing what we know. Everyone's form is really good today. All the way to downward facing dog. Okay, right foot's going to step up, but stay on your left toes this time. We call it high crescent lunge. You come on up and you balance on the toes of the back foot. Yep, this is really good. And then open your arms out like a T. And we're going to twist to your right. So the body starts turning. I want you to push back a little bit with your left heel and squeeze a little bit on your outer hips so you can really get access to your obliques and you can turn from your waistline. See if you can actually find the muscles around your waist and your rib cage and turn from the center of the body. Good. Now stay on the toes, balancing, but drop the right arm back to touch your left leg. Back. Touch it back. Right arm goes back to touch the leg behind you, and then we add a little more twist. There's extension here. Let's lift the bicep to the ear. The left bicep to the ear. So we're twisting and extending and balancing. A little bit different than we were doing before when we were in the warrior. A little more challenging. Now hold the core work. Take your arms back out like a T. And then take your left hand to the floor inside the right foot. Good. Now you can twist a little deeper. Ooh, I like what I see here. This is really nice. Go ahead and drop the left knee down softly. Bend it behind you and then reach back with your right hand, see if you can grab it. Maybe, maybe not. It's not the goal, it's just an option. If you can grab it, kick it back so it opens the chest even more. You could even tip your ears back. You could open the throat, breathe a little deeper. So there should be a back bend here, not a rounding forward. Get up high on your fingertips. Give yourself some room. Open it up, and then gently release it. Look down, both hands down. We're going to tuck the left toes and step to plank. Hold your plank, don't do anything. 2 breaths. Static contractions really create strength. So muscles squeezing, muscles hugging, quadriceps tight, belly in, chest active, and then go right to down dog. Up and back. Nicely done. Left foot step, stay on the right toes. High crescent lunge, we come up facing forward. Once you feel like you have your balance, and this is a really important piece. The feet ground down, the legs draw in, right? We create this push-pull, stability, and then open the arms wide like a T. Start your twist to the left side. You'll notice right away where you're challenged. Some of us start pushing the front knee in, right? But we want to actually push out. The feet push down and out, like we're grounding. Yeah, that's it. Now, if you can get that integration and that squeeze on the outer hips, you might be able to twist a little deeper from your waist. That's the detoxer. And then let's tilt it. Left arm reaches for the right leg behind you. Left bicep to the ear. Take a little back bandana twist. Make it big, make it long. A little drama here. As long as the lower body's stable, you can have fun with the upper body. Make the back leg straight if you can. Okay, now hold the core work. Make a slow and graceful transition. Right hand to the mat. It touches the floor. And then you root into that hand, and you might access a little deeper. Let's dig a little into the twist. Make sure that back leg isn't sagging. For this moment, pick up the knee. And then when you're ready, we put the knee down on purpose. We bend the back leg behind us. That's the right leg bending. Left arm reaching. See if you can make the bind. If not, you just pretend. Right? In your mind, you could be in the bind. And instead of pulling the heel toward the quadricep, kick it back and let it open your chest. Use the foot, use the strength in your leg to open up this extension in the spine. We're opening up that psoas on the right side. So even if you're not grabbing, do a little back bend. Feel cobra in your spine. You've got this. And then we gently, gracefully release it. Put both hands down, go to plank. This is that moment where we just hold. Integrate. Imagine your wrists and your toes squeezing toward each other. The knees lifting a little bit more. The belly button in. The pelvic floor is lifting up and in. The hands push down and out. The chest is active and alive. And then we just lift the hips and go to down dog. Yep, right there. Take a deep breath. Push back a little. And then start walking your hands to the back of the mat. We walk the hands back, and then we roll up like a rag doll. The softest thing you've done since you've gotten here. Tuck your chin and your tailbone. Take it up nice and slow. All right, how are we? We okay? Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold again. Good. Let's wiggle our feet out a little wider on the mat. Take the heels out near the edges. And then walk both hands over to the right ankle. Grab a hold and pull your head in just a little bit there. As your body, your upper body goes to the right, can you push your left hip back? All right, now the left hand is going to hold the right ankle. And then you're going to open the right arm up for a twist. As you spend some time there in that twist, go ahead and bend your left knee and let it help you open your chest even more. Go ahead, exploit the flexibility that you got here. Turn the chest open, draw the head back. It's supposed to be a feel good. All right, eyes down, hands down, both legs straight. And we walk it over to the left side. Grab the ankle with both hands. As you draw the head toward the knee or the shin, we pull that right hip back a little bit. Stay square. Just a couple of breaths there. Starting to open up the QL, right? We want to sort of open up that lower back area. We can't just work the front. We want to have some balance. And then the right hand holds the left ankle as you start to open the left arm for a twist. And then have some fun. Start bending into the right knee. Let that help you open the chest even more. And And it really helps to have that right hand doing some of the work. Let it grip the ankle. Let it pull you through. That's it. And then eyes go down, hand goes down. Let's soften. One more time. Roll it up. Bend your knees, tuck your tail on your chin. Feel this core just lifting you out of the pose. Roll the shoulders back. All right, how are we doing? Good. Sweating. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Lift and lengthen. Inhale. Go ahead, move to plank. Just walk it out. Take your time, lower down slow. Inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. And then right back to downward facing dog. It's just water. You'll replace it. Right foot steps up. Stay on your left toes. We'll rise. High crescent for a breath. And then please turn left. Open the arms like a T, warrior two. There we go. Chest open wide. Dig a little bit into your feet and feel the right knee open just a little bit wider. As you do that, you might notice that it won't go any further. So see if drawing the tailbone helps you make a better relationship with those bones. They fit together a little better, a little more comfortably. And then maybe bend the front knee just a little deeper. Don't be afraid, bend that front knee. Yeah, once you start bending that front knee, you realize you need the support of the pelvic floor to sustain this pose. That is the key. I want you to create this foundation, create your support, and then we're going to go ahead and reverse the warrior. Left arm down, right arm up. Let's wrap the left arm around behind the back. Push that hand into your body and open the left chest more. Sometimes in this pose we tend to turn forward, but it's sideways. It's facing the side, the long edge of the mat. Yes, you've got this. Now, I'm going to challenge you to bend the front knee a little deeper and then pop the front heel up, just like we did in that chair pose at the beginning, challenging those little fast twitch muscles, those little stabilizers, that the next time you trip over something, you end up correcting yourself instead of landing on the ground with the, I've fallen and I can't get up, right? Not the yogis, because we exercise all the muscles we can't see, not just the ones in the mirror. Put the heel down, return to warrior two, straighten your front leg, triangle pose. Yep. Triangle is a beautiful pose, but sometimes because the hip flexors are tight and the QL is tight, sometimes we bend a little forward. So I'm going to invite you to explore the feeling of cobra here. Draw the tailbone down and the head, neck, and shoulders back. Okay. Not messing around today. We're going to wrap a half bind again. Take the left arm behind your back. Push it into your body to keep the left shoulder blade back. And then take the right hand on your heart. Yep. Root down into your feet. Pull up from the pelvic floor. Feel how strong you are up and down your spine. You've got this. And then release both arms, straight up, straight down. Return to warrior two, you've got it. And then flow. Just what you need to do. A little bit of movement at your own pace with your own breath. Any variation that suits you. You are your best teacher. Listen to that inner voice. Listen to your intuition. Okay. Left side, step. Stay on the right toes. We'll come up for high crescent. Pace yourself if you're in the sun. Turn wide open to the right. Left leg is forward, back foot is grounded. And we explore for a minute. We have to build the foundation, right? Feel the feet pressing. Don't be afraid to bend that front knee. That front knee tends to move in toward the big toe. I want you to try to move it out and do it in relationship with the pelvis. Looks amazing. We want to widen that front knee. Lift the chest. Yep. And then go ahead, reverse your warrior. Notice if it made you come out of your front leg and then just make a choice. Bend back into the front knee. The right arm is going to bend and go behind you. It's kind of like a half bind behind the back, and we use it. It doesn't just tuck back there. You push it into your body so you can pull that right shoulder back. And then reach like you mean it with the left arm. Okay, here's your challenge. Front knee is gonna bend, and then we pop that heel up. Get it as high as you can. Bend your toes. Don't be afraid to bend your toes. Lift it higher. I want to see it higher. It's gonna burn a little bit in the quads. It's okay. They'll recover, I promise. Keep breathing. You've got this. Take another breath, and then gently put the heel down. Return to warrior 2. You can say it. Just say it. Yeah. Straighten your leg for me, and then find your way gently into triangle. It's so nice in the shade. It's so much nicer in the shade. Okay. So again, this is a big open pose. If you feel like you're bending forward at all, realize that you're supposed to be bending sideways. We're going to draw the tailbone down to integrate the hips and then try to extend the spine, which means head, neck, shoulders back a little bit. It's not how deep you go. It's not about getting your left hand down to the floor. It's actually about getting some space in the hips, lengthening the spine. Let's do the half bind. Wrap the arm behind you. The top arm goes back for a reason, to hold the shoulder blade back. And then we take the bottom hand, your left hand to your heart. Hold it out there. Your body is leaning sideways. Your legs are straight. You've got this. Head back just a little more. Yeah, a little cobra in your spine. You can feel it. And then without trying to just bail, just extend your arms. One up, one down. Rise back up slowly. You got this, Cindy. You're doing great. When you're ready, you flow. Both hands come down at your own pace. Step back. If you need to breathe through your mouth, right, make that little circle with your lips or stick the tongue out and curl it. A few breaths can actually help change the way you feel about the temperature. And then we meet in down dog. Okay. My phone doesn't overheat. Alright, when you're ready, we're going to walk our feet right up to the top of the mat. Take your time, do it with some style. Yeah, come up like you mean it. Halfway lift, and then fold. A big, beautiful breath as you rise up to standing. And then let's pull our hands into the heart. Good. Keeping the hands pressing at the heart, we're going to lift the right knee, the left knee, sorry, lift the left knee, stand on the right leg. And we're going to open it out wide to the side. And I want you to just feel yourself pushing it back. So you get a little bit of that heat in the outer hip. You feel that? Like you're trying to balance, but you're also trying to open that leg a little bit wider. And then keep it pressing back, but reach down and grab your ankle and place the sole of your foot somewhere on the inside of your right leg. Above or below the knee. Try not to press directly on the joint. And then just breathe. Set your gaze in one place. This is tree pose. You know we've been in the side body, so I'm going to challenge you a little bit. We're going to slowly change the center of gravity and let the arms rise. Interlace all of your fingers and turn them inside out, pushing up through the heels of your hands. As the heels of the hands push, try to have a little bit of discipline on the ribs. Don't let the ribs come flying out in front of you. Pull the front ribs down. Good. Now we're going to untangle the fingers gently, otherwise you could lose balance. And drop the left hand onto your left knee. Now here comes that side body work. We're going to bend to the left, opening up the right side. Root down into your foot. Expand through your ribs. Go too far, you fall, right? Just play with it. And then as you rise, bring the left arm back up. Hands come to heart center. And then step down. You could already feel the difference in one foot, one leg to the other. Try not to shake it out. Mr. Iyengar says that your cells are already confused. Don't confuse them anymore. They want to come back to homeostasis, to what they know, right? We have messed with them, They want to settle. That's all they know. They have intelligence, right? They don't have wisdom. They have intelligence, right? So we let them be. All right. Let's do the other side. Standing on the left, we lift the right. No hands at first. We're going to press it open. You push back a little. You're going to try to use your strength to open the inseam. So we're getting a little heat on the back of the hip. Once you feel like you've got a little bit of that sensation going, you can reach down and grab the ankle or the shin and place the sole of your foot. Hands return to prayer, and then you find your breath. Stand tall. That's it. Slowly, slowly, let the arms rise. Interlace your fingers. Maybe put the other index in front, and then turn them inside out. Just see if you can find that stillness. The stillness is in your mind. The breath is fluid, and there are fluctuations in the body. Untangle the fingers without being too rash about it, and then drop the right hand onto the right knee. Let's see if we can take that stretch over to the right side. Breathe. Push through the left foot, reach through the left arm, accentuate the side body work. Oh, if you go too far, you fall. And then we come back up. Yeah, if I was your focal point, sorry. And then bring it back to your heart and step down. Good, shake it out. Even got a little beat, you could do it too. Right, those muscles, like stick it out. You feel that? That's the stretch for what you were just doing. Yeah, stick it out. What's wrong? Come on. Stick it out. Right there. And then the other side. It's not because I want you to look silly, it's because I want you to stretch your medial glute. Right? I care about you, how you feel later and tomorrow. Come back to center. Inhale, both arms reach. Exhale, forward fold. Only the front row likes to dance. Lift and lengthen on the inhale. Let's go to plank. And lower down onto the belly. So we stay on the belly for a moment. And then take your arms back and behind you. This time we're going to interlace them together. So we interlace those fingers. Please press the tops of your feet down. Straighten your knees a little bit. And then lift your chest. Lift your shoulders. Hands are interlacing behind the back. And we're going to pull the chest up and open. Everybody looks pretty good there. Now see if you can do the same thing, but lift your feet. As you lift your feet, get your toes away from the floor as much as possible. Pick them up. Point the toes. The feet don't just dangle back there. It makes them heavy. Lift those tops of the feet away from the mat as much as possible. Not just glutes. The glutes are like bully muscles. They take over. I want you refined all the way to the toes. The toes are squeezing and lifting, reaching. Good. And then put it all down. Turn your head to one side. Right? We can't always work the front of the body. Today we're going to get a really well-rounded practice. Working the inside, the outside, the left side, the right side. Yep. Under our shoulders and really gently push yourself up into a tabletop pose. Okay, right arm forward, left leg back. Extend and lengthen as much as you can, but really pay attention and focus to the limbs that are on the ground. There's a lot of collapse usually in the hip and the shoulder of the ones on the ground. If you push down, you'll rise up. That was much better. Now, lift enough that you can bend that left knee and reach back with the right hand, make the bind. Once again, we're doing that kick back. We kick up and back, and it helps pull a little bit on the chest, but you keep that chest forward. Keep looking forward. Lift that back knee. Spread all the toes on that left foot. Push through the whole foot. And then release it, let it go. Switch sides. Okay. So we lift and we lengthen and we make sure there's no collapse. We push down so we rise up. And then the right knee bends, the left arm reaches. We see if we can make the bind. Grab what you can. And then kick up and back. Spread through the toes. Keep the chest forward, keep the gaze forward. We all want to look out to the side, but I want you to keep looking forward, keep the chest forward. Yeah, that leg will kick back behind you, and yes, it'll create a beautiful back bend. Nicely done, release it with grace, put the hand and knee down, and then please roll onto your right side. Roll onto your right hand and your right knee. Right hand and right knee. So it's like a modified side plank. We did the hard one earlier. Now you get the easy one. I don't know if I call it easy. And then once you get your balance on the right hand and the right knee, let's see if we can lift the left foot. Take the bicep over the ear. Make the side body long. Push down so you rise up. Lengthen, lengthen, lengthen. Yes, reach. And then the arm comes back up and we bend the knee. Let's reach back, see if we can make the bind. Challenge your balance here. See if you can make it a back bend. Kick back with the foot. Just enough. Open the chest and draw the head back. Even if you're on your forearm, you can draw your head back. There you go. Enjoy the space that the pose creates. And then let it go with some grace. Hand comes down, knee comes down. Just say it. Say it. Let it go. Switch to the other side. Moving so beautifully today. We roll onto our left hand, our left knee. The right arm goes up. The breath is pumping, right? Pumping loads of oxygen through you. Let's float the leg up. Take the bicep over the ear. Start to feel into the side body work. We lift from underneath. So your left ribs are picking up right now. We push through the heel. We reach through the fingers. And then maybe we bend the knee and we try for the bind. You never know. If we keep trying one time, you might actually grab your foot. And then see if you can expand that a little bit. Nice, Sophia. Reach with your toes. Spread them. Instead of flexing the foot, just like a Barbie foot. Yeah, give it a little extra energy. Head back. And then we slowly release. Find the grace. Return hand and knee to the mat. Take child's pose for literally one breath. Just let your back down. Okay. We're going to come back up onto our hands and knees. Then tuck our toes. And really slowly float the knees and make your way back to downward facing dog. Yeah. Push back a little. And then, where we want to go from here? Let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Do a little time check. Okay, we're good. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, fold. Good. Bend your knees, sink your hips, chair pose. Okay. In your chair pose, lift your right knee to your belly. As you sit, it's right knee. We're going to now take that leg and extend it back. Start to extend both legs long and reach equally through both arms. Lengthen through your side body. Reach forward. It makes it harder. If your biceps are near your ears, the side waist grows. There's a lot more lever here. In physics, this would make it harder. And then I want you to bring the knee back to the belly. As you do, bend the left knee and come back into chair pose. Good. Push through both feet. Let's come up. Let your arms come down by your sides. That was so graceful. Take 2 breaths. Meet yourself right where you are. Both feet on the ground, heart pumping in your chest. Let the sweat drip. Just let it drip. It's just water. You're going to drink and replace it. All right. When you're ready, chair pose. Bend your knees, sink your hips. Push down through the right, lift the left. Right here, you can draw the tailbone down and reach the arms. You can already start to feel the integration. And then start to take that left leg back. Do it slow. Kick back through the left heel, straighten the right leg, and reach through both arms. Both sides of the waist are lengthening. We hold that for just a breath or two. And then gracefully pull the knee back in. As you do, the standing leg bends. We return to chair. And then we push through both and come up. Nicely done. Let it go. Let's take our last vinyasa. Go ahead, float the arms. Inhale, a little slower, a little more deliberate. Exhale, fold in. Take a long, deep breath. Lift halfway. And then exhale all the way out as you get to your belly. Take a deep breath in your cobra. And then back to down dog. Okay. You know, as always, have that moment where we just sit. So if you would give me one moment of stillness, let's come to a seated position. Simple cross legs, a real opportunity here to feel that cool breeze on your skin. Thank you. Close your eyes. Be in your work. The work does not end here, my friends. This is where the work begins. Yoga is about quieting the fluctuations of the mind, not about working out the body. But the ancients knew that if we didn't get some of the tension out of the body and we weren't comfortable sitting still, we would never be able to quiet the mind. The chatter would just continue about how uncomfortable you are over all the things you could be doing and blah, 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 and all of the people that piss you off and all the things that you love so much in the world. Like, your mind will not get quiet. So right now, can you just be? Can you feel the residue of the work that you have done? Hold your head up. Lift your heart. This is an asana. This is a posture just like all the others. And it deserves your attention just like the hard ones that make you sweat. Yoga is actually teaching us to be hard and soft equally. There's some really beautiful yoga going on here today. Without being aggressive, take your left hand and put it on your right knee. And then take your right hand behind your back and take a spinal twist. Now that hand on your knee has a job to do. It's going to hold you in the twist. It's going to keep your chest facing out to the right. And then I want you to take the weight off the left arm and lift the bicep to the ear. Now I said it backwards. Put the right hand back. Sorry, left hand is on the knee. Right bicep is near the ear. Yeah, my bad. And now we're going to take a little side bend. Left shoulder toward left knee. Stretch through the right side body. Keep pulling through with your left arm. Yeah, let's keep creating that twist. Now, see if you can root the right sit bone down. Not so easy. Now stretch a little more. Yeah, it's good to have a friend, right? Now, as you're stretching, you're also twisting. Good. Now use your core, support your spine, and come back up. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Right hand, left knee. Left hand behind you. Beautiful twist. one, but actually softening from all the other ones we've done. Keep that right hand active so your chest stays left. Lift the left bicep to the ear and start to bend right shoulder toward right knee. You want to try to keep that left sit bone grounded. So there's a push down and a pull and a twist. You've got all of the things going and they all work equally together. That's how yoga works. And then a little core engagement to support your spine as you come back up. Go ahead and lay yourself down onto your back. Go ahead and put the soles of the feet together. Let the knees drop open like butterfly wings. Supta Baddha Konasana. Both arms are going to come up over the head. We'll take a few breaths. Feel a little extra space between the ribs. Feel a softening of the belly. Your legs as they are, but drop the right arm down by the right knee, and then wiggle your shoulders toward the right side of the mat, and give a little extra stretch, left arm high. Yeah. That's it. So a little softness and a little bit of space. You reach down with the right as much as you reach up with the left. You don't have to touch your knee. You can actually just reach out past your knee if you want to. I would keep my hand on the floor and just keep reaching down past my knee on the floor. Just stretching, reaching, breathing, feeling good. And then we'll start to bring the left arm down, recenter the head and the shoulders, and we'll switch sides. Left arm comes down, right arm goes up. Wiggle your shoulders over to that left side and start to give that little push and pull. Reaching down with the left side, reaching up with the right. Just that last little bit of attention to the side body. Hips wide open, breath flowing free. Shoulders back to center. All right, close the knees. Pull them into the belly. Give yourself a little squeeze. Rock a little side to side until you can rock enough to go into spinal twist on the right. Both legs over to the right, the hips over to the right. The arms start to open like a T. We've done plenty of twisting today, so this one is not about how deep you go. It's actually about how soft you can be. Can you let the bones be in position and start to melt the tension out of the muscles? Yeah. Facilitate ease in the body. Your facial expression, your lips, your jaw, your eyes. And then roll it around to the other side. You can stop in the middle and rock a little. Just be good. good to yourself. Be nice. You've worked really hard. This could be a good moment to use that cooling breath. You will cool down as the movement slows down, and you will cool down when there's stillness. Remember, you're here to soften. Squeeze, go ahead and take it, and then we release our legs, release our arms. We surrender the movement of the body. And as we become still, the hope is the mind will follow. Go of the breath, no longer needing to create any kind of rhythm or pumping, any loads of oxygen. The more we trust this process, the healthier we will be. I think of Shavasana as an opportunity to step out of my own way. So nice and easy. Begin your awakening. One little breath at a time, one little movement at a time. We gather ourselves. We become a little more present. And then we rise into a seated position. So how are we? Good? Yeah? Smiles? Accomplished? Yeah? You did it. So think about that all summer. You can pace yourself, you can use your breath, you can modify, and we can continue to practice. We don't really want to take a hiatus just because it's a little hotter out. So the only thing that will stop us all summer will be lightning, right? Because sometimes we get stormy, but if it's rainy, we usually come out, just a little wet, unless it's not safe or our equipment is going to get ruined, right? So I'll try my best to communicate well. If there's going to be a hurricane for the weekend, we're probably not coming out. Some of you crazy people, we come out because we worry that you're going to show up, and you do. Like 50 of you will be like, let's do it. You know? So we'll do our best to communicate. As always, I thank you. I thank you so much for showing up, for sharing your time with me, for your dedication to your practice, for your support of this community. It's humbling every week really, to be in your presence. So let's close the practice with that feeling of gratitude, right? Maybe just even like a little note to the city. Thank you for letting us use the park every week, right? For putting up the barricades and keeping us safe, right? All the things that at one point might have been really drama and fiery for us is now like gratitude, you know? So with our hearts full, let's create the beautiful and sacred sound of Om. Palms together, deep breath in. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shantihi. Om peace, peace, perfect peace. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. May the actions of my life and all of our lives somehow contribute to that happiness and that freedom for all. May we walk away from every practice feeling a little better than we stepped in. May we allow the practice to wash through us and transform us. And may we always use our yoga for good. Namaste. Namaste, everyone. Have a happy, happy Saturday. Looks like there's a little bit of chairs and tables to be put back out, not too many today. I do have an interesting workshop coming up this afternoon from 1 to 2:30. I'm not teaching it. Jocelyn is teaching it. You're here. It is, we call the yoga, what are the balls called? They're myofascial release balls. They're these little tune-up balls. They're yoga balls. And we roll the body with them. So we kind of do yoga stretches and we roll with the balls. You get the balls if you come to this is them. Yeah, the yoga tune-up balls. And so they're kind of nice, firm, foamy balls. And we use them to like roll the fascia. You know, and you actually sit on them and you move and you roll up your spine, through your hips, you know, your calves, whatever, your hamstrings. She'll take you through your whole body, or at least part of the body. Upper body, shoulders, neck, and head. Anyone have tension in their shoulders, neck, or upper back? That's where the workshop is going to focus. We'll continue to do them throughout the year, so we can focus on different body parts. But if you're interested, from 1 to 2:30 at the studio today. And last chance on Italy. Last chance on Italy. I think there's one room left, and I actually have a couple of registrations, but not deposits, so I don't count them until they're paid. That's how you hold your spot. So if you're interested, the property opened up one extra. Otherwise, it would have been sold out. So if anyone's interested, it's a beautiful space. Mwah. Bye, honey. It's a beautiful space. We have a beautiful itinerary. I love the group. So if anyone's interested in yoga retreat, August 27th to September 3rd in Tuscany, right outside of Cortona, where the Under the Tuscan Sun was filmed. So it's a really, really beautiful space. Come see me if you're interested. Details are on my website, yogajourney.com or leslieglickman.com. You can find it on both. And I have magnets and the clipboards. If you have not signed in, please come and sign in. All right, so you have one clipboard on that side and I have one on this side. If you are not receiving emails from me, and you would like to know if we're going to be here or not all summer, and you want to get some details about the trips and the trainings and the different things that are going on, come and give me your email so I can keep you on the list and keep you informed of what's going on. Thank you. Hi, this is the sign-in sheet.